When you think about it, this film is essentially Curious George versus King Louis. You could say it's bananas. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the 10th film in the popular Apes franchise, which was based on Pierre Boulle's 1963 novel, La Planète des Singes, adapted for film by Rod Serling of Twilight Zone fame, as the original 1968 Planet of the Apes, starring Charlton Heston. Directed by Wess Ball, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes continues the rebooted timeline of the franchise, which began with Rise of the Planet of the Apes in 2011. And director Wess Ball proves he's on the ball for this one. Yes sir, he isn't monkeying around. The film stars Owen Teague as Noah, an inquisitive young ape who must stand against the evil tyrant King Louis, Proximus Caesar, yeah, that's the guy. Played with villainous glee by Kevin Durant. Now, why did I liken Proximus to King Louis, you may ask? Well, turns out little Caesar here is a student of human history. And in the case of monkey see, monkey do, he wants to rule the world. But before he can get down to monkey business, this darn dirty ape needs to get his stinking paws on all the human knowledge and resources he can. Because ooby-doo, he wants to be like you. He's the king of the swingers, the jungle VIP, but he's reached the top and had to stop, and that would bother anybody. But all jokes aside, the film is beautifully shot, and Weta Digital has outdone themselves once again with the visual effects here. The CGI is so good, I honestly don't know what was a set and what was a digital environment, and that is truly impressive. Now I'll be honest here, I don't know who was in charge of the trailers for this film because they gave away way too much of the story. And they didn't really even make me feel like I wanted to go see it in theaters, but I'm so glad I did, because this is the kind of movie you want to see on the big screen. I was very impressed with the visual storytelling in this film. They didn't tell you about the world or how the apes lived. They took their time and showed you. And even though the whole post-apocalyptic thing usually isn't my cup of tea, I found the world they created hauntingly beautiful, and I thoroughly enjoyed this film. Now, I'm a sucker for classic film scores, so it was a real treat to hear Jerry Goldsmith's music from the original Planet of the Apes pop up here and there. Between this and some of the Easter eggs and callbacks, I think longtime fans of the series will enjoy this film. Director Wess Ball began work on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes after Disney cancelled his adaptation of David Peterson's Mouse Guard, but hopefully, after seeing what he and Weta Digital did with the Apes franchise, Disney will reconsider their decision, because getting a Wizard Mouse Guard film would be more fun than a barrel of monkeys. In the end, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was a visually stunning film, and I enjoyed seeing our heroes throw a monkey wrench in the villain's evil plans for world conquest. The only two issues I had with the film get into spoiler territory, so if you haven't seen it yet, just mute the video until the warning goes off the screen. Okay, so first off, May is deep in enemy territory, surrounded by hostile monkeys, and you're telling me she wouldn't grab every machine gun she could carry after finding that weapons locker? I call bullcrap on that. She should have geared up like an 80s action hero and gone ape on Proximus and his goons, mowing down evil monkeys left and right. It could have created an interesting conflict, because on one hand, Noah would appreciate that she saved him and his people, but after seeing her blow away so many apes, they would also be afraid of her as well. And second, a film is only as good as his villain, and a villain is only as good as his demise. And unfortunately, while I really enjoyed Proximus as a villain, he was defeated in the most 90s Disney movie way possible. Our hero sings to his little bird friends who disorient the bad guy into falling off of a cliff. I mean, it makes sense, this is the first Apes film that was released by Disney. But I don't know, I just wanted something a bit more epic. That being said, I still thoroughly enjoyed this film, and for its excellent direction and world building, stellar performances by the entire cast, and truly impressive visual effects by Weta Digital, I give Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes a solid 4 out of 5 Death Stars. The force is strong with this one. Before we go, I'd like to take a moment to thank Heroes of the Empire, Michael Lunsford, Battalion Commander Matthew Nicholson, and Admiral John Crawford for their generosity. If you would like to support the channel, Donate to our PayPal, give us a super thanks, or at the very least, let the ads play because we're monetized. Join the Empire today, and together we will rule the internet. This has been Vader Reviews, and always remember, you don't know the power of the dark side.